going on, guys? My name is Jared, and today I am very excited to bring my voice over here to the Carnage Clan channel once again. And today, guys, we got some AW for you. So what it's gonna be today is a 208 kill to 4 death gameplay by KRNG Big Bro. And I mean, let's be honest, this dude is just on top of things. He's an insane COD player, but he's just an absolute monster in Advanced Warfare. He's had all kinds of world records, extremely impressive achievements, so very big props to him. We actually picked him up during the PS4 beta, or maybe just a little bit before it. Actually, before I was even recruited, so I'm not sure why I'm saying we picked him up, but KRNG picked him up a little bit before or during the Black Ops 3 PS4 beta, and he just keeps proving and proving over and over that he deserves to be here. So hit him up with a subscription. You guys can find his channel down below, and of course, if my voice is enough to hold your attention for just a few minutes, my link is gonna be down there under his. But before you guys do anything, be sure you're following KRNG on all of our social media pages to keep up with the team, and if you aren't already, you can do so by checking our Twitter, our Instagram, and our Facebook pages down in the description. So I'm guessing by now you guys have noticed the awesome gameplay in the background, again brought to you guys by Big Bro. You guys already know the drill. ASM1 recovery, he's just smashing everybody, and I've actually never commentated one of his gameplays before here on KRNG, so this is something that's new for me, but also something new in this commentary. In my previous KRNG commentaries, I've been giving my opinions and just talking about Call of Duty as a whole, so I thought I'd mix it up today, show a little bit more personality. So why not tell you guys the story? Let's see if we could go ahead and hit 400 likes for a story. This is a story that's extremely personal to me, and I just love sharing it because the message behind it is great and everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. A good friend of mine, let's face it, she was getting depressed. Now there are a lot of ways to tell if someone is upset about a situation, and I could tell almost immediately. She texted back slowly, they were always short, sad responses. Prior to this, she had told me she was upset, but I mean, I guess I didn't realize how much. It got to the point where she was considering really dark thoughts that I'm not even gonna go into, and obviously, you know, you don't want to see a friend like that. I don't want to see anybody like that for that matter, but she was a fairly close friend to me at the time, and so of course I don't want anything to happen to her. I don't want her thinking like that, so I'm gonna try to pick up her spirits. Now there's a rapper that I listen to, I'm really big into rap music, and his name is Jake Miller. Some of you guys may have heard of him, some of you may not. He's had a couple standout songs that you might have heard, but I'm not really gonna go into that. Basically, he has these two songs that every single time I get upset about something, I usually listen to these two. There's a song called Steven, and there's a song called Like Me, and these are two of my favorite songs by Jake Miller. Steven is unfortunately about this kid who has just kind of a rough life. His stepdad abuses him, his mom's always gone, his father actually passed away in a car crash. I'm not too sure if it was based on a true story or if it was just kind of a made-up story as a relatable circumstance, but it's a really sad song, and a lot of kids unfortunately have to relate to that today. And then the other song called Like Me is just basically kind of picking your spirits back up. It's talking about how there's no one like you, just be yourself, be happy with who you are, because there's no other person in the world that's like you. So excuse me if I'm getting a little bit preachy, but come on, there's no other person that's unique to your own ability. And so that's what the song's about. It's telling you that, you know, you need to be happy in your own skin. And so usually what I do when I get like that, I listen to Steven because it's something that I can relate to, but it still kind of keeps me sad. So you might be sitting there wondering, like, Jared, why in the heck would you want to do that? Why would you play a sad song for someone who's already upset? Well, see, that's where the whole relatable card plays. Whenever I'm upset, I just attach myself to something that feels the same way. It reminds me that if another person can get through it, why can't I? We're in the same circumstance. I think that's why we try to find something to relate to, whether we're happy or sad or however we're feeling. We want to associate ourselves with people who are the same crowd. And so that's why if you ever have trouble with negativity, people always tell you to surround yourself with positive people. But if you're sad, you generally do the same thing. You try to stick around people that are sad. But see, that's the problem. If you're sad, you don't want to go surround yourself with a bunch of depressed people, which is exactly why I put myself through a song. And so when I relate to the song, it's not like I'm surrounding myself with depressed people or anything. It's not gonna bring me back down. It reminds me that there's someone out there telling you that people go through this, but it's gonna be okay. And so for me, Jake Miller is kind of the martyr that even though Steven was a very sad story, I feel like Jake Miller is kind of the messenger telling me, hey, Steven went through this, that's what you're going through, but you're gonna be okay. And then like me, it just makes me realize, like, why am I feeling like this? I should be very happy with who I am. And then it makes me realize that I am happy with who I am. So that's why it's such a good combo for me, and apparently it works for other people. So when I heard that my friend was feeling down, I texted her back, and honestly, I was blunt about it. I was kind of a jerk at first. I'm like, hey, I can't stop you from doing anything, but please just do one favor for me. So she went ahead and asked what it was, and I just told her, listen to those two songs in that order. Listen to Steven first, and then Like Me directly after. No breaks, nothing. Just directly after it. That's the only way it'll work. So she took my advice. She said she was gonna search him up right then and there, so she went to YouTube, she heard both the songs. About 10 minutes later, I guess after she heard the song, she texted me back, and all she said was thank you. At first I didn't realize who the message was from because I guess she had changed her name, but when I looked at who I got the message from, the username said Jake Miller saved my life. So I don't know, this was just a short little story about how I saved my friend's life through the power of music, because music is a really big part of my life. So hopefully getting up close and personal with you guys in a commentary, I hope you guys can relate to that. I hope you guys enjoyed, but that's gonna be it for the commentary. Like I said, very personal to me. And if it meant something to you guys too, then be sure to let me know. Go ahead and tweet me at Jared and Mike if you've ever had a similar experience. And if you made it this far, go ahead and use the word saved in a sentence to let me know that you guys stuck around. Of course, follow all of our social media if you haven't already. Subscribe to Carnage Clan if you're new. We're on the road to 300,000. Do your part in helping this video reach 400 likes. And until next time, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.